Of course, we always want your opinions. We'll start with Rusty out of Connecticut. What's on your mind today, Rusty?
Hey, how you doing? I want to know when those bow ties are going to keep on winning. Do we see a trend coming here? And is it going to be Chase Elliott or Richmond?
Jeff points
what's
to
going to
me.
start happening?
I think there's reasons to have some optimism, Rusty, because Chase Elliott's team feeds off momentum. Yes, Talladega is a plate track. It's not very indicative of how teams tend to perform at other tracks, but I think that team could build off of this, especially given, we talked about he's won at the next two tracks on the circuit, Dover and Kansas. So if past his prologue, who knows? Maybe there's a Chevy turnaround here.
Going to have to prove it to me.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen it. I just haven't seen it. Talladega is a tapered spacer race, not a plate race.
Good point.
And
to say that, right?
I don't know. I do think that is their best shot. I believe that Chase Elliott and his team give Chevrolet their best opportunity to consistently win. I think they're the strongest team. I think he's the strongest driver, and I think he gives them their best chance. But you have to lead a bunch of laps, and you have to put yourself in position over and over and over to win these races, and I just hadn't seen it yet.
I think you have sort of seen it, though. Like go back to Texas, the last mile and a half track.
That's what I was going to say. That's what everyone at Hendrick Motorsports points to is that, hey, look at Texas. We all were much better at Texas, and they feel like they're going to be much better moving forward.
And I think we tend to forget that because it's been so long since there was a Texas track, and since then you've had a couple of short track races. You've got the non-plate Talladega tapered spacer race. So
good job, Nate.
Yeah,
you got it in.
Make sure I got that. Facts are very important to me as a reporter.
I
appreciate Burton's accuracy. So I think that there were signs that Chevrolet is gaining on it. And Dover, again, it's not a mile and a half, but it's a Jimmy Johnson track, or has been in the past. To Jeff's point, he hasn't always been good there recently, but I feel like they could hit on it.
How many Chevy teams can win?
That's a great point.
Pretty much Hendrick and...
No.
How many
individual teams can win?
Teams?
The 9.
That's the problem.
The 42 maybe, and the 1.
42?
At some point, they're going to get that figured out. They're going to get that figured out.
I think we can say Chase Elliott, Kurt Busch. I think Austin Dillon has kind of been in the mix time to time, right? Kind of.
Who's on your list? While you're thinking
Nate's
about that.
it. That's my point, is that I just don't see Chevrolet with enough teams, individual teams, that can go compete against the other. I think Joe Gibbs Racing has more teams that can win in their camp than all Chevrolet does in their camp. So I just don't know how, right now, I'm not saying it can't change, but right now I just think they have a lot of ground to make up.
Hey, Motorsports fans, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit subscribe before you go for all the latest news and highlights across motorsports.